Okay guys, after doing everything on a Jupyter Notebook, it's time to deploy our machine learning model on the Django framework. As I told you earlier in the beginning of this course that I'll not teach you how to code in the Django, but if you want to code in the Django or you want to learn the Django, so as you can be able to deploy the machine learning model, please click the link below the video description. Check out the Django tutorials, then you will combine what you know in machine learning plus what you have learned in the Django. I think this can be a great motive for you machine learning engineer who don't know the Django. So this is where we ended on Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so let me go on the browser. You can see this path. Okay, let me click on add book. Then after let me copy this URL. I just copy it. Okay, this is my project. Okay, let me open up this is my app. Let me open up views. Okay, let me search this path. Okay, user add book form. So let me copy this. This is the name of the Django view rendering the adding book page. Okay, let me go in views.py. Okay, let me search this view. Okay, you can see in template folder publisher add book. So let me find this HTML page. Okay, so this is publisher add book. I click here. So this is the page. Okay, fill in information of book. This is the page. Fill in information of book. This is the page. This is the HTML page which is rendered so as to collect the information of book. Okay, so quick one, you can see here the action is user add book. Okay, the env type is matpart/form data because we are collecting the file from user. The method is posting. You can see here the name is title, which is the title of the book. The name is the description, which is the description of the book. Choose book cover. Okay, the name is cover. Choose the PDF book. The name is PDF, and this is submit button. So everything inside of this form, okay, this is my form, everything is handled by this URL. So let me copy this URL so as you can see what the magic behind the machine learning and the Django development. Okay, so let me go in URLs. I'm going to search this URL. Okay, all right, so this is URL user add book. Let me copy this. Okay, this is the view name which process the form. Okay, let me click on views. Let me search this. All right, so this is the Django view or function, which of course this is actually the heart of model deployment. Okay, because this is the Django view which processes the files and the information when received from the user. So what you need to do here, you need to import machine learning packages. You can see I imported PyPDF. You know everything about this. Okay, you know everything from here up to here because we imported it on a Jupyter Notebook. So make sure you also import them on the Django. Then after, we need to load the vectorizer from the disk, and the vectorizer is present in folder called model. So let me open up. Okay, so let me open model. You can see this is vectorizer.pico and the model.pico. So we loaded them in the Django. You can see loaded from disk, loaded from the disk. So we'll use this loaded vectorizer and loaded model to make a prediction This section is for receiving the title of the book, okay, description of the book, the cover of the book, which is image, and the PDF file. This is to get the user ID and the username, the user ID and the username of user submitting the request to the server. Okay, this file system storage help us to save the file to the disk, but you also need to import it. Okay, file system, I can show you here. So from the django.co.files.storage import file system. After that, okay, this process is for saving the file in the, okay, in the disk. And where are they saved? I can show you here. Okay, they are saved in folder called media. Okay, they are saved here as okay, they are saved there. Okay, but also the backend database used is we are using SQLite database. Okay, we are using SQLite database, so that's it. So it will save the information. Okay, so that is, so this part save the information of book in database. It save in model called book. Model is actually the same as table, don't get confused. So it save the book title, book description, cover, the file, and the category. It save category is null because the category of the book is yet to be predicted by machine learning, and the user ID is the user ID of user submitting the request. And this is how information are saved in the Django in SQLite backend database. You can see this is the title of the book, this is title, description, category, this is the name of PDF. Okay, this is the cover, then this is user ID, this is the status. I'll tell you why I decided to put a status. Okay, I'll tell you later on. Okay, so before prediction the category is null, and this is what is happening here. You can see the category is null. After saving the information in backend MySQL data in backend SQLite 3 database, we select the information, we select the name of PDF book submitted. Okay, you can see here uploaded book underscore book dot objects dot filter. We, in short, this means select from table where title is equal to title and user ID is equal to user ID. So after user to submit the book in the backend, it is going to save the. So you want to select this. You can see the PDF, the name of file. As you can see, once user submit the PDF file in the database, it will be saved like I want to show you example. It will be saved like this. Maybe if user submit the Django cookbook, let me show you. I'm not so sure if you're understanding. Okay, let me show you something. So this is a good example. So when user submit the first file, okay, it will be like this, the Django cookbook. But once the user submit another file with the same name, there will be added some characters. You can see here random characters. So that's why I decided to select the file name. Okay, so after saving the information in the database, I selected the name of file by filtering. Okay, select from book where title is equal to title and the user ID is equal to user ID. Okay, value list, I want to get the PDF. So this will select the name of PDF book uploaded and saved in the database. So here to change in the list, and this print the specific name of PDF book. After that, here I concatenate the path where PDF books are saved plus the name of PDF book. Okay, so this is the PDF path. After getting the PDF path, what I can do here, I use PyPDF to read the file. Okay, after reading the file, I count the total number of pages. Okay, after counting the total number of pages, you know all about this, okay, because you will learn on a Jupyter Notebook. After counting the total number of pages, so here it is just a conditional statement. I need all PDF books to be uploaded in the backend database to have at least 100 pages. So if the page is less than 100 pages, user will be told that PDF must contain at least 100 pages. If the PDF qualifies the requirement, so for I in range, I'll extract first 40 pages and I'll put them in variable called text. After that, okay, I'll use the loaded model. You can see this is loaded model. We loaded it by using Pico here. Okay, this is a loaded model. I'll use a loaded model and a loaded vectorizer to make the prediction of the book, right? So loaded model.predict loaded vectorizer bracket transform. I'll pass in the text. Here, this is the prediction result. After getting the prediction result, I update the entry in the backend database. So book.object.filter filter PDF is equal to U book. Okay, so I want to update the book category where the PDF book is equal to PDF book. So it will be updated. Okay, the category of book will be uploaded and the status will be true. As I told you why I decided to put the boolean value, the status is true, because if you use upload the PDF book, it will be saved in backend database, but by default the status will be false. Okay, if the page is below 100 pages, and when selecting the PDF books, we will not select the PDF book under the status or where the status is equal to false. Okay, so that's it. After that, I'll send the message to the user that the book was uploaded successfully and a redirect user, okay, on publisher. Okay, else result error, book was not uploaded successfully. So this is how you can deploy machine learning model on the Django web framework. What you just need to do is just to load. Okay, you can load the model by using Pico, or you can load it by using joblib, then use it to make the prediction, save the information in your backend database. Okay, all right, so for more clarification, I can show you the model. So this is the table which is used to store the information of book, but let me also show you the model which help us, okay, to select all information of books. Okay, let me copy this, just show you that. Okay, let me come here. So this is the Django class-based view which actually select all information of books. So let me search it. You can see get set book.object.filter status is equal to true dot order by ID. So we select only books which has the status of true. And if you can see here, there is a book which has the status of false. You can see this is 0 means false, boolean value, 1 means true, the boolean value. So this book, okay, were less than 100 pages, and I can show you here by downloading by uploading the book, which is less than 100 pages. I hope you is clear. Okay, let me do the last demo before we close the course. Okay, but never mind, I'll put the link below the video description so as you can be able to download the source code. But as I told you that in this course, I was just curious on teaching how you can upload how you can deploy machine learning model on the Django. But in the next time, for sure, I'll teach you from the scratch, teaching you everything in the Django, teaching you everything in machine learning. But for the time being, I've just taught you straight how you can load the model in the Django backend, use it to make a prediction, and save the prediction result on the Django backend database. So let's do the last demo before we close up the course, Okay. So add the book here. I can say just here IT tutorial. All right. Book category, I can write anything. Okay, choose the PDF. Let me choose a certain PDF here. Okay, let me copy this. Okay, choose the PDF file. All right. Okay. Okay, let me upload this book. No, let me take this book. Okay, then let me submit. Okay, there is no cover. Let me choose the cover image for the book. Let me choose the cover image for the book. Okay, so let me take this. All right, then let me add. So the machine learning model is processing the book. Okay, you can see this book is under web development. Let me click here to see. Okay, C programming tutorials. All right, let me add another book here. Okay, I can say IT, can put anything. Let me choose the cover. Okay, let me choose the PDF. Okay, let me copy the path. First of all, let me open up this book. Okay, I'm going to upload this book. Okay, first let me see this book. Okay, let me upload this book. Okay, all right, quick access. Let me hit submit and wait for processing of a book. Okay, you can see the book is under category of OpenCV. I can add some more book. Okay, Let me just use the same image, upload. You can see the book is under category of assembly language, and once I open this book, you can see lecture notes in assembly language. So actually this is how perfectly our model is working. Okay, in short, sometimes the machine learning model cannot be 100% accurate. Okay, but we believe based on a certain level of accuracy, maybe starting from 70 accuracy up to 95 accuracy, it can be desirable for being deployment and be used in production. Actually, this is the end of this course. Thank you for paying attention from the beginning of this course to the end. This is what it takes for you to be machine learning engineer. Machine learning engineer is not ending doing the stuffs on Jupyter Notebook. We should be able to deploy machine learning model in the Django, okay, in mobile application, and I promise you in the coming days I'll teach you how you can deploy machine learning model on PHP. I know it must sound very weird. How do we interact? How do we integrate Python, scikit-learn, and PHP? But this is the promise I give you. In the coming days, I'm thinking in the background of my mind how we can deploy the machine learning model on PHP. How can we deploy machine learning model on mobile application? Call to action: as long as you have learned how you can make the PDF classification, you can figure out how you can use how now you can use the deep learning, okay, because now deep learning is on a trend. Okay, now deep learning is the state of art when it comes to prediction of different things, especially prediction of voice, text, document, video, and so on. So you can try out to find which project you can do in deep learning. You are done with machine learning. But you know, deep learning performs better when you have a bigger data set. Now you should start figuring out which project you can do in deep learning. So it should be continuity. You learn machine learning, deep learning, and natural language processing, and everything in artificial intelligence. Thank you. See you in the next time. Goodbye.